Hi, this is Cherie with Rehash Fiber. Today I'm going to show you how to add locks to your weaving project. I was going through my yarn and I found a couple balls that were nearly new. They were the ones that were purchased towards the end of a project when you know you're going to run out and you have to use just a little bit of yarn from a new ball. And that really bothers me because then I have these gorgeous balls sitting around and now what am I supposed to do with them? Well, that's where weaving comes in because you can make projects all different ways. You can use remnants, parts of a ball, and in this case, I believe I had enough in each ball to make a scarf. I'm playing a little bit of yarn roulette, so we will find out. All right, and another thing I was really excited about is being able to use up these locks. I save everything that has potential for being used again. These locks were too fuzzy to add to my thrummed stole that I made. I used the perfect locks for that. But these, I knew I could use them somewhere. And sure enough, look at the colors match. I had some baby fezza, very soft, lovely cotton. That is my weft. The Millefory light is my warp. And then look at how this color matches so lovely. And it's weaving in very nice. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I've started working this up. I've got quite a few inches done. What I'm finding out is the Millefory light is not holding up good as the warp. It is 50% wool, 50% acrylic. But as you can see, it's shredding a little bit as I move the heddle. So that concerns me. So you can see though, I've already worked it in here and it's not a problem. So if the strands stay together, then I'm fine. But what I do love is how all the colors are coming together. The Millefory light that I had was, just had these really pretty different colors in it. And I used it to make a sweater before, and so now I had that almost complete ball and I'm so happy to use it here. And then the baby fezza light is so soft and just great for the weft. And then how fun are these locks being woven in? So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I like to work a few rows and then add locks, and I just kind of see how this is going. So you see how this is lower. I'm going to add a lock over here. And first of all, I just want to make sure that these aren't stuck together because that happens a lot also with that yarn. So it's very fun and very easy. Just pick a lock that you like and you can either stretch it out like that and weave it in, or if you want to even add more volume to that side to bring your weft up, you can just double it and put it in there, that is what I'm going to do. Because I hate when the weft gets too topsy-turvy. We're going to give that a go. And what I like to do is put that in place and then bring the shuttle over so that the yarn is on top of it and can kind of help tuck it in. And just remember to be nice and light with that. And tamp it down a bit. And that helped. Now this side seems a little low, so I'm going to add something over there. You can see how these are sticking. It's a pain, but we're going to get through it. It's going to be fine. And I'm going to be so happy that I was able to use up the beautiful ball of yarn. Let me go again. This one, let's see. Another thing you can do too is if you need to cut them, you can cut them. I like that though for making, like when I want to go all the way across, I'm going to save that for that. I'm going to use a smaller one and just double it up for this area like I did the other side. There we go. It's coming along really good. I am nearly done. This is how many locks I have left. I found that this yarn was really not strong enough to be a warp. It was fraying a lot. One time it even broke. and just really getting stuck each time I move the heddle. So what I've had to do is separate out the yarn each time I move the heddle. And then I am not moving the heddle down to put the yarn in place. I'm using my cheap hair pick. So each time I'm doing this, and that is saving these strands of yarn from getting frayed any worse than they do just by the movement. So that's just a tip for you if you find that your warp yarn is disintegrating before your eyes. Just keep the heddle off of it and use your pick. So I'm excited. I'll probably get these used up. Looks like I'm gonna have enough yarn to finish my weft because I've got a little bit more after this and it's looking good. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. It's finished and it came out really good. I'm very happy. Yeah, I just really am glad that I could use up those 2 great balls of yarn and those locks that have been sitting around. I tried it on a few different ways and it didn't work as a scarf. So this is a nice over the shoulder wrap attached in the middle. Looks great, love it. I usually like to twist the fringe to give it that nice finished look. But when I did it this time, it didn't work out. I tried it in both directions and it just made the yarn really weird. So I figured it's not meant to be for this one. So I just knotted it off and that works great. The ends are so soft, it's just really nice. So I want to share with you a great tip from a viewer, Jacqueline Shewring. I was so happy to get this information. She had watched one of the other weaving videos and she had seen that on my 32-inch loom, when I have the one warp peg, those ends have to travel further than the middle ones. So her brilliant idea was to set up the warp peg and do half of it, and then reset up the warp peg and do the other half. And that way, no yarn has to travel too far and you don't get these long ends with wasted inches. So I was like, that's great. I don't know why I never thought of that. Maybe would have never crossed my mind. So I really do appreciate you sharing that, Jacqueline. And now I can share it with the fiber world if you guys didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that. All right, everybody, happy weaving and thanks for watching.